I do want to get your opinion on this idea of a digital dollar, a so-called FEDCOIN, central bank digital currencies that the US may follow in China's lead, which means that there will be total control of every single currency unit. Do you think that this could happen in the US?
I'm more afraid of the FEDCOIN than anything else. It'll totally be central control of the economy and our lives. They'll monitor everything we do by how we spend our money. Our freedom will be gone. So the FEDCOIN and what happened in China, they just denounced Bitcoin. I think they want to take away all of our rights with gold, silver, and crypto and go back to full centralized control. Just look at it again. Janet Yellen came from the Fed. So does this guy Powell. It's now the Treasury and the Fed are one centralized government. So I would suggest you study your history and just look at it. Look at the borders. I mean, in Arizona, we had 34,000 undocumented immigrants cross our border. Why are they doing that? And I talked to this guy, Sheriff Mark Lamb, who is the sheriff of Pinal County. He says the federal government is tying their hands. They cannot do anything to stop these immigrants from coming across. So that's why I wrote this book here, The Capitalist Manifesto. There's something is fishy going on. It's been going on for years. So that's why the book starts with me flying in Vietnam, going behind enemy lines to buy gold. In 1972, an American owning gold was illegal. So I bought my first gold coin, a South African Krugerrand in Hong Kong, and I became a criminal because in 1972, I had to smuggle that damn Krugerrand into the US. I still have that Krugerrand today. I paid $50 for it. So I'll say it again, your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. So I'll probably never sell that Krugerrand. I don't have to.
Well, but Robert, you just said that you do anticipate that the government may make Bitcoin illegal, especially if there is the FEDCOIN, the central bank digital currency, taking the People's Bank of China's lead there, which, as we said, is tremendously disconcerting in that it is a complete eradication of privacy and total government control. So if you think that the government is going to step in and outlaw Bitcoin, why does it make sense to invest in Bitcoin?
Well, right now it makes sense to get out of the reach of the Fed and the Treasury. Let me read you one more statement from this book, Capitalist Manifesto. It's by Lenin. Fascism is capitalism in decay. So therefore, that it's not just FedCoin. We're forced to wear masks. We're forced to get vaccinated. As we speak, thousands of healthcare workers are losing their jobs. Military officers are losing their jobs. This is fascism. So FedCoin is one more step into fascism. So what I am doing is I am buying gold, silver, Bitcoin, and cash, and I hate to say this, bullets, because I got deplatformed for that, because they're going to start track with this blockchain. They can track everything. So they can, as I forgot the comedian, but he said they're going to track you by your bullet. So they can track everything. So I want everything possible, gold, silver, Bitcoin, and my bullets, that are not trackable. You cannot trace me. So as I've said many times, is that gold is for saving, silver is for spending, and and bullets are for protecting. You've got to control that for yourself.
Before we continue, help us clicking that YouTube like button and subscribe now to our channel. This shows the algorithm that you valued this information. And it helps us spread that message. Sharing is caring. And now, let's continue.
And where do you see Bitcoin and Ethereum fitting into this picture?
We're going to become outlaws. We're already outlaws. I mean, when I talk to the young hodlers and all this stuff, I'm old enough to be their great grandfather, but we're still rebels. You know, we still refuse to have our hands tied and let off to jail, like the Marine Lieutenant Colonel did for criticizing the Joint Chiefs of Staff. We're losing our freedoms. I'm a Marine. I didn't fight for Bitcoin or gold. I fought for our freedoms. I didn't fight for Republicans or Democrats. I fought for our freedoms. And so that's really my concern today. That is my concern. We're losing our freedoms. And that's why I wrote Manifesto. And all the quotes in there, we've been warned for years. We have been warned for years. Let me read you Khrushchev's warning from the back of the book. It says, your children's children will live under communism. You Americans are so gullible. No, you won't accept communism, all right, but we will keep small doses of socialism until you finally wake up and you find you already have communism. We will not have to fight you. We will weaken your economy until you fall like an overripe fruit into our hands. Nikita Khrushchev, 1959. We've been warned for years, but people don't listen. The problem is our academics. We don't teach anything about money, and we teach people critical race theory, and what would they teach? I don't know, racism. Why don't we teach them about money? That was Rich Dad for years and years and years. Why don't we teach kids about money? And money is gold, silver, and today Bitcoin.
You've long advocated for investing in real estate as a source of income, one of the biggest premises of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Do you still suggest investing in real estate, in the real estate market now?
Absolutely. You want to invest in things that last. That's Jim Rickard. Invest in what lasts. But this is the key. Let me explain something. Behind me is my cash flow board game. There's 2 tracks on the board game. There's a rat race, which is a 401k guy. And then there's a fast track. That's a capitalist track. In other words, this is it here. Okay, so this is book 2 of the Rich Dad series, ESBI. So our schools teach us to be employees and self-employed like doctors, lawyers, and stuff like this. Capitalists teach people to be business owners or brand owners and investors. But the only way you get out of the rat race is via a thing called a financial. So if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and if you read Cash Flow Quadrant and you play the cash flow game, you have to have a financial statement. Your financial statement is what your banker wants to see. So when I just borrowed $31 million a couple of weeks ago for a piece of property in Austin, Texas. If I didn't have a strong financial statement, I couldn't borrow $31 million. And so what's happening today is the poor middle class who went to school, they got their jobs and all this stuff, they're being wiped out, while the rich are getting richer because everything the Fed prints stays in the asset class, not the business class. So we're screwing our own people by not reinvesting in plants and equipment for jobs. The Fed and the Treasury are destroying our country.
What can people do?
Today, I'm saying with the same thing. In my opinion, all the smart guys are saying silver is your best investment. Silver is 50% off its all-time high. I love silver. I just bought some more. I don't mind. I buy silver mines, but I also buy silver coins. So let me just say my simple philosophy as a capitalist is gold is for saving, silver is for spending. So if the S hits the fan, as you know, I'm going to be spending my silver, and I'll have bullets to protect me. Whereas what they want to do is take away my guns. Second Amendment. That's how I wrote Manifesto. I am a Marine. I will use my gun.
What to do in such a situation? Inform yourself and keep your financial education strong. We from the Compact Group offer our loyal subscribers a free educational portal with first-hand monetary, financial, and economic knowledge. Enter our invite-only Insider Club by clicking the link below. You will get access to first-class information far earlier than the rest. We have prepared a special deal for all our members where you can access a giant pool of Robert Kiyosaki's financial wisdom for just $1. To find out more, simply click the link below and join our Insider Club absolutely free. But there is more you can and should do. Build up several streams of income. More and more people realize that they have to take their future in their own hands, but they don't know how and where to start. We from Compact offer our Insider Club members unique opportunities. Strengthen your financial muscle and get the edge. Click the link below. Become part of our free Insider Club. No financial obligations. But there's one important thing you have to know. You have to become active. So do it now. Become active and see you on the other side.